Hey guys, Ghoster38 here, to bring you another Criterion review. I picked these up from my local Barnes & Noble, now that their store was open. So yeah, there's that. None of these I have seen. Well, with the exception of M, like I pointed out in what will be my uploading previous video. I bought the new copy. So there's that one. So it all looked kind of a seamless look. So they're all newer versions. The Kennedy films of Robert Drew and Associates and The Hidden Fortress were both Blu-rays. They didn't have regular DVD copies, and honestly, I'm fine with that because I have the 39 Steps on Blu-ray, so that'll go with these. So yeah, none of these I've seen. I'm really excited to watch them. Well, like I said, with the exception of M. Ugh. Anyway, I just wanted to start here from the bottom and work my way to the top. This one is another Kurosawa film, and so I'm going to enjoy it either way. And yes, I just bought these, so that's why the price stickers. These are actually all still sealed. Bought this for about half off. I'm a member there, so they gave me 50% off on this one, which was nice. This one was Spy number 116. This is The Hidden Fortress, a grand-scale adventure as only Akira Kurosawa could make one. The Hidden Fortress stars the inimitable. Wow, I'm not pronouncing this word right. I apologize. This ain't working out here. Toshiro Mifune has a general charged with guarding his defeated clan's princess, a fierce Misa Uehara, as the two smuggle royal treasure across hostile territory. Accompanying them are a pair of bumbling, conniving peasants who may or may not be their friends. This rip-roaring ride is among the director's most beloved most beloved films, and was the primary influence for George Lucas's Star Wars. The Hidden Fortress delivers Kurosawa's trademark deft blend of wry humor, breathtaking action, and compassionate humanity. This came out in 1958. It's 139 minutes long, and it's transfer, surround sound, audio commentary with film historian, the Warrior Camera Cinema Kurosawa, documentary from 2003 on the making of the film, as created part of the Toho Masterworks series of Akira Kurosawa. It is wonderful to create. Interview from 2001 with filmmaker George Lucas about Kurosawa. Trailer, English subtitle translation, and a booklet. And give me a sec, I'm actually going to open these up while I talk, so I need to go grab my knife. Where'd that go? Here we go. Here we go. Hope everyone is doing well today. I just got off work not too long ago, so I am here, back at my house. Take this plastic off. Oops. And here's the inside of the Hidden Fortress. I take this off the backing. It's a scene from the show, and this is the booklet. Oh, that was laid in there wrong. Yeah, because there's the first page. Whoever made this, they put it in there wrong. Okay. And this. Make that straight. There. And also to straighten out the sleeve. Anyway, I look forward to seeing this. I have not seen it before. Again, it's a Kurosawa film, so I know I'm going to enjoy it. Anyway, that is The Hidden Fortress. This next one is primarily because I'm a history fan, and that's with another one here. This is the Kennedy films of Robert Drew and Associates. Oh, and by the way, The Hidden Fortress, the Kennedy films, Seventh Seal, and M, I know for sure, are on the Criterion app. Paths of Glory, I don't know. Foreign Correspondent, I want to say it's still there. And Army of Shadows, I don't know. But anyway, this one is Spy number 808. This came out in a group of different years, 1960, 61, 63 and 64, seeking to invigorate the American documentary format, which he found to be rote and uninspired. Robert Drew brought to filmmaking the style and vibrancy he had fostered as a Life magazine correspondent in the late 1950s. He did this by assembling an amazing team, including such eventual nonfiction luminaries as Richard Leacock, D.A. Pennebaker, and Albert Maysles, that would transform documentary cinema. In 1960, the group was granted direct access to President candidate John F. Kennedy, filming him first on the campaign trail and eventually in the Oval Office. This resulted in 3 feature films of remarkable adventure, remarkable behind-the-closed doors intimacy: Primary, Adventures on the New Frontier, and Crisis. And following the president's assassination, the poetic short faces of November. Collected here are all 4 of these titles, which are early examples of the movement known as direct cinema, and feature the greatest close-up footage we have of this American icon. Features are as a 2K restoration, audio commentary on Primary, with excerpts from a 1961 conversation between Leacock, filmmakers Robert Drew and D.A. Pennebaker, and a film critic. Robert Drew, in his own words, a new documentary featuring archival interview footage, a new conversation between Pennebaker and Jill Drew, general manager of Drew Associates and Robert Drew's daughter-in-law. Outtakes from Crisis, along with a discussion by historian Andrew Cohen, author of 2 Days in June. New conversations about Crisis featuring former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder and Sharon Malone, Holder's wife and the sister of Vivian Malone, one of the students featured in Crisis. New interview with Richard Reeves, author of President Kennedy, Profile of Power. Footage from 1998 event at the Museum of Tolerance in Los Angeles, featuring Drew, Pennebaker, Leacock, and filmmaker Andrew Meslis, plus an essay on the documentary film curator and writer Thom Powers. I'm a really big fan of history, so this will be a nice addition to add to my collection. And plus, outside of Kennedy, also Kennedy was one of my favorite presidents as well, right up there with Lincoln. So I'll definitely be excited to watch this. Here's the inside. The book is over here. This is the disc. So yeah, it'll be a nice little addition to my, I guess I'll be starting a Blu-ray collection of movies I don't find on regular DVD. Or I will probably be adding some Blu-rays to ones I already have on DVD. Kagemusha, Throne of Blood, maybe Seven Samurai. So I'll have a collection of Akira Kurosawa films on Blu-ray as well. Anyway, yeah, that's Kennedy Films of Robert Drew & Associates. Spine number 808. Looking forward to seeing it. This one is Ingmar Bergman's, I guess maybe if you haven't heard of Bergman, maybe you've at least heard of this one, maybe, or this is his most famous work. I don't know. This one is The Seventh Seal. It is spine number 11. It came out in 1957. It's 97 minutes long, and it's in black and white. It says, disillusioned and exhausted after a decade of battling the Crusades, a knight played by Max von Sydow encounters death on a desolate beach and challenges him to a fateful game of chess, much studied, imitated, and even parodied, but never outdone. The Seventh Seal, Det Sejund in Seglet, I hope I pronounced that right. Ingmar Bergman's stunning allegory of man's search for meaning was one of the benchmark imports of American 1950s art house heyday, pushing cinema's boundaries and ushering in a new era of moviegoing. And this is 2 discs. Disc 1 is an introduction recorded in 2003 by Bergman himself. Commentaries, archival audio interview with Max von Sydow. A 1989 tribute to Bergman by filmmaker Woody Allen. Theatrical trailer. Optional English dubbed soundtrack. Okay, that'll be interesting to listen to. New and improved English subtitle translation, Disc 2, Bergman Island, 2006, an 83-minute documentary on Bergman by journalist Mary Nearelod, featuring in-depth and revealing interviews with the director. Bergman 101, a selected video filmography tracing Bergman's career narrated by Cowie, plus a booklet featuring an essay by critic Gary Giddens. I've never watched any of Bergman's films before, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this one on YouTube, so I wanted to see it for myself. It is 2 discs. which one is which disc. Okay, disc 2 is on the bottom, and disc 1 is on the top. And here's the book. Okay, cool. Really excited to watch this one, and to look forward to seeing it. This one is another history movie that I was kind of looking forward to. This is with Kirk Douglas, who actually passed away just earlier this year. You may know his son, Michael Douglas. This is Paths of Glory, directed by Stanley Kubrick. It came out in 1957. This is spine number 538. Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory is among the most powerful anti-war films ever made. A fiery Kirk Douglas stars the World War I French colonel who goes head-to-head with an army's ruthless top brass when his men are accused of cowardice after being unable to carry out an impossible mission. This haunting, exquisitely photographed dissection of the military machine and all its absurdity and capacity for dehumanization, a theme Kubrick would continue to explore throughout his career, is assembled with legendary director's customary precision, from tense trench warfare sequences to its gripping courtroom climax and the ravaging final scene. This is a one-disc movie. It's a restored digital transfer, audio commentary by critic Gary Giddens, excerpt from a 1966 audio interview with Stanley Kubrick, television interview from 1979 with star Kirk Douglas, new video interviews with Kubrick's longtime executive producer Jan Harlan, Paths of Glory producer James B. Harris, and actress Christina Kubrick. French television piece about the real-life World War I execution that partly inspired the film, theatrical trailer plus booklet by James, with essay by film scholar James Naramore. It is one disc. Here's the disc, and the background of the case is a scene from the movie. Really looking forward to watching this one. Then again, I'm also a history fan, so this will be curious, even though it doesn't really detail with war and the war itself, it still takes place during that time frame, so this will be interesting to see. I've wanted to watch this movie for a long time, and so now I get that opportunity to do so. Ever since I started being an interest in Criterion films, this movie always got my attention, so in this case, this will be worth the wait. This next one is M. I already talked about M in my first video, except this one actually has features. Audio commentaries, conversation with Fritz Lang, a short film that inspired M, plus an interview about Lang's filmmaking, interview with Harold Nebuchadnezzar, son of M producer, classroom audio tapes of M editor discussing the film, its history, set of films, a documentary on the physical history of M from production to distribution to digital restoration, behind the scenes gallery, plus an essay. So it would be nice to have this copy. 2 discs, and here's the essay. Okay, this looks... Okay, that one's a fold-out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the essay is right inside. It's huge. It's a huge fold-out. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. And it's 2 discs. Disc 1 is up top, and it talks about the film. Anyway, that's M. I've already talked about it before. And, yeah. A simple haunting phrase whistled off screen that tells us that a young girl is killed. Who is the murderer? Bleeds in a nearly placard as serial killer Hans Beckert, Peter Lorre, closes on little Elsie Beckham. In this harrowing masterwork, M. Fritz Lang merges trenchant social commentary with chilling suspense, creating a panorama of private madness and public hysteria that to this day remains the blueprint for a psychological thriller. Okay. This is another one of Hitchcock's films. This is Foreign Correspondent. This is spine number... hang on, let me see. I actually can't see it because part of the fold on this plastic is covered by it. Current spine number. This is spine number 696. It is 2 discs. It is 2 discs. It came out in 1940. It's 120 minutes long in black and white. In 1940, Alfred Hitchcock made his official transition from the British film industry to Hollywood. It was quite a year. His first 2 American films, Rebecca and For a Correspondent, were both nominated for Best Picture, though Rebecca prevailed. For a Correspondent is the more quintessential Hitchcock film. A full-throttle espionage thriller starring Joel McCrea as a Green Yank reporter sent to Europe to get the scoop on the imminent war. It's wall-to-wall witty repartee, head-spinning plot twists, brilliantly mounted suspense set pieces, and astonishing special effects. Foreign Correspondent deserves to be mentioned along the 39 Steps, which I have a copy of, and North by Northwest as one of the Master's greatest adventures. 2K Restoration, new piece on Hollywood special effects and visual effects by Craig Barron. Hollywood Propaganda in World War II, a new interview with writer Mark Harris. Interview with director Alfred Hitchcock from a 1972 episode of The Dick Cavett Show, radio adaptation from the film in 1946 starring Joseph Cotton. Have You Heard? The Story of Wartime Rumors, a 1942 Life magazine photo drama by Hitchcock, plus an essay by film scholar James Naramore. Okay, so that is 4. And it's actually a booklet. No, it's... Oh, you're fine. And okay, nope, it's a fold out here. It's the essay. Okay. Have not seen this one. Looking forward to. I know this one's on the Criterion app. I know M's on the Criterion app. Paths of Glory, I don't know. Seventh Seal, yes it is. And the last one in this collection, this one is spine number 385, and this is Army of Shadows by Jean-Pierre Melville. It's in French. This is the most personal film by underworld poet Jean-Pierre Melville, who had participated in the French Resistance himself. This tragic masterpiece, based on a novel by Joseph Kessel, recounts the struggles and sacrifices of those who fought in the resistance. Lino Ventura, Paul Meurice, Jean-Pierre Cassel, and the incomparable Simone Signoret stars the intrepid underworld fighters who must grapple with their conception of honor in their battle against the Hitler's regime. Long underappreciated in France and unseen in the United States, the atmospheric and gripping thriller Army of Shadows is now widely recognized as the summit of Melville's career, channeling the exquisite minimalism of his gangster films to create an uninspiring tale of defiance in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. It's 2 discs. One is the first disc is the film. It's a restoration with optional soundtrack and audio commentary. Interviews from 2007 by Le Monde and editor Francois Bonnet. On-set footage and excerpts and archival interviews with the director, cast members and author, and real-life resistance fighters. Jean-Pierre Melville et l'Armée des Ombres. A short program on the director and his film. Les Journaux de la Résistance, a rare short documentary shot in the front lines during the final days of German occupation of France. Restoration demonstration by Lomé. Trailers plus an essay, and that's all in the second disc. And the essay is a fold-out. Talks about the cast, transfers, and here's the discs. First is the film, second one's the features. Interested in seeing this one? We'll be really curious to see how it turns out. Anyway, that's that movie, so that's 1, 2. So yeah, those are my new films additions to my collection, with the exception of M. I look forward to watching these and going from there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little look. And it took a little bit longer than I thought because I'd open all of them. So anyway, that took a little bit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I say little as, I don't know. Anyway, be sure to hit that like if you enjoyed this video. Comment below your favorite Criterion film. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And to click that bell notification so you guys will be up to date on when I make more Criterion videos just like these and reviews. So have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Take care.